Okie dokie. Hello, YouTube. Today I'm going to be making a Pikmin 2 cave sublevel tier list solely based off difficulty. I'm not basing these off of how much I enjoy them. I am basing them off of how difficult I believe they are. And before I have to say my certifications, I can beat Pikmin 2 deathless in 8 days, and I can 100% Pikmin 2 in like a little bit less than 5.5 hours. And I 100% did Pikmin 2 Kaizo, Pikmin 2 Land of Torture, Pikmin 269 multiple times, 251 multiple times, beat Colossal Caverns, Onionless on Kaizo with no Pikmin deaths, and I'm doing New Year Kaizo deathless at the moment of this recording, so I know ball. And I'm assuming the player I'm not assuming they're like as good as me, but I'm assuming that they know what they're doing and they get their Pikmin type management right. And I'm not assuming that they're going to be dragging their 100 Pikmin army with them everywhere because, bad time management, bad type management. Did that Pikmin 1? Still a bad thing. Anywho, going to start with Emergence Cave. It's level 1. Piece of cake. It's not a rest sub level because there's a bunch of snowy dwarf bulborbs and two treasures, and that's it. Like, yeah. Emergence Cave's level 2. It's not technically a rest sub level, so I'll put it uh, in Stone Piece of Cake. I will say it's a teeny tiny bit harder, particularly with purples, if you grow up 10 instead of you doing the 19 chart, you go into the cave twice. If you just grow up 10 and try to go back up, they're going to be slow, and the dwarf Stowy Bulborbs could have a feast. However, I'm assuming that, you're not an idiot and that you won't do that. So, yeah. White Flower Garden. Oh, it's weird that's White Flower Garden first and not Hole of Beasts, but okay. White Flower Garden, symbol 1. Piece of cake. Like, there's like 3 male shear reps and that's it. Just swarm and you'll be good. I don't really. Some of these I'm gonna have too much to say about, particularly the ones at the beginning of the game because they're pretty easy. So level 2 as well. You could get a generation where right where the ship pod is, both the treasures are like right next to each other. One of them's across. Just throw some reds over, and the fiery bullhogs can just be completely gated. Yeah. This syllable 3 is a rest sublevel. Any sublevel that plays the rest sublevel theme, I'm considering rest sublevel. You could make an argument for other ones that they're not rest sublevels, but I'm considering this one to be a rest sublevel. So rest sublevel. So this might be the easiest one in the whole game. There's no enemies on this floor. There's only poison gas pipes, and that's it. Bring your whites out, get 2 treasures, easy peasy. Same with this. It's a snake group fighting Pikmin 2. It's pretty easy with any Pikmin type, particularly reds or purples. Yeah. And I'm not going to put every single one in piece of cake. I'm assuming this player is somewhat confident. If I had to rank these how good I am, like a majority's going to be in these 3 tiers. I don't think any would go up here, but yeah. Alright, Whole of Beast level 1. Again, it's ridiculously easy again, similar to this. I believe this one a slight edge because you can actually throw Pikmin off the cliff. So yeah, you can't really do that one. This is a rest sub level. So it goes in the rest sub level. Yeah, this is going on a piece of cake. Yeah, just bring out your reds. There's no need to get out your purples. The only real damage with the sub level is your captains can take damage, but there's no way unless you mess up really, really bad to get one of them to die in Vanilla Pikmin 2. So level 4. I'm gonna have this one easy too. It's just the Bulborb, uh, Bunch of things of fire and metites, pretty easy. Empress Fight 1, I'm gonna put in piece of cake. The other ones will probably they will be going up higher, but the first Empress Fight is pretty easy. If you know what you're doing, it's just, get out of the way when she rolls, and you can pretty easily two-cycle her. Alright, next we have Citadel Spires, and I'm going off of just memory here. I'm not even pulling up the Pikmin wiki to double check if I'm right, which I am right. Yeah, this one's will go in a piece of cake. It's, there's a couple of shearwigs here and there. Oh, so scary, but yeah, easy peasy. So I will move Soho 2 up actually. There is Fiery Dweevils, Wallyhops, and Fire, and you could likely lose a bunch of Pikmin on this floor. So yeah, you go up there. Same with I'm gonna actually say the same. Yeah, it's fair. But there's antenna beetles or anode beetles, sorry. When there's anode beetles on the floor, you have to respect them because you can lose your entire squad. I mean, you could if you brought them all out there, but anywho. Yeah, I think that's what I put that here. Yeah, alright, so level 4. Hmm. I'm actually split because some level there's 3 treasures on it, right? I think there's 3. There's other 3 or 2. There's there, and the 2 they're usually pretty. Yeah, there's 3, and they're usually okay. Whatever. There's I was gonna double check the Pikmin wiki, but I'm like, nah. They're usually spread out. Uh. Oh, well, what's here? There's Crawmads, Water Dumples, and Fire. So, with these 2, there's way more threat. Yeah, I'm just going a piece of cake. A BD Fight Pikmin 2, easy. There's also a Flint Beetle here, too, so get more spices. Yeah. Ooh, Glutton's Kids are level 1. I'll actually put it up here because the dwarf bull bears can be a pain. You're trying to get the, is it a crayon? I think it's a crayon. That usually spawns inside of the little room doohickey, and usually to throw because I don't think you could throw reds in there. Or maybe you can, but you have to throw them a weird angle. Definitely can't throw purples in there. Uh, you yeah, I'll put that in there. That's fair. That's fair. So level 2 piece of cake. The bread bugs could be annoying. There's burrow nets, I guess, and male shear grubs, but whatever. Hmm. Some of the 3 is more annoying because I'm assuming that the player, I'm assuming you're smart and you only take yellows, purples, and whites. There's no real reason to bring in reds unless you're running low on yellows. But if you do perplexing pool, well, but bro, okay, I'm gonna put this I don't know yet, and I'll decide at the end of the video. Because this one's kind of tricky to rank. All right, so level 4. I think some level 4's first challenging one. The fact that there's a bull bear. When there's a bull bear, you have to respect the bull bear. It's not as crazy as some people like to think it is, but you have to respect the bull bear for sure. And yeah, the fact that there's a bull bear is just threatening, including the babies. This is usually where my first bitter spray comes out. Was in sub level 4 of Glutton's Kitchen. Ooh, so level 5. It's good. It's going here. The fact that there's can beetles that always has to. So if you hear my cat in the background, my cat's in my room. If you hear him, just ignore it. Anywho, so level 5 of Glutton's Kitchen. The fact that there's both bull bears, which can follow you all the way to base, and that there's cannon beetles, I think I don't know yet. It's gonna rather go one of these two. We'll see at the end. Uh, honestly, uh, giant bedbug fight, pretty easy. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty easy. If you just take out yellows and you get rid of the electrical wires and then you just swarm the stuff that the red bugs bring in, you're good. There aren't anode beetles on this floor, but they're usually out of the way enough that you avoid them. So I think it's fair to put this a piece of cake. Bulldog's Kingdom is next. Yeah, that's alright. Sub-level 1. Yeah. Okay, I don't know where to put this one. There's two, I believe there's two orange bulborbs, and orange bulborbs are pretty scary to deal with. But that's pretty much it. I guess there's a bunch of dwarves, but like, yeah. I think I'm gonna add a tier below actually. To joke. I've decided there's gonna be, what should the color be? The color is gonna be white. Joke. So the joke sub-levels are ones that are just like ridiculously easy. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I don't know about you, but definitely you. I will leave this. I'll leave. Okay, you go there. I'm putting Beatty down here. I will leave. Uh. Okay, I'll reorganize it at the end. Where was I? Getting confused with all these images. Yes, sub level 2 of Bulblack's Kingdom. Honestly, joke. There's fiery dweevils, and there's fire, but just bring your reds and maybe use knapsack to bait them. But like, yeah, it's easy. Sub-level 3. There's only Withering. That's the only threat is Withering Blowhawks. It's more annoying than anything. I don't think there's any. Yeah, I'll put it in cake. I'll put a piece of cake. Ooh. Oh, why is this in rest level? That's our rest level. Bulblack's Kingdom sub-level 4 actually is going up to challenging. And the reason I'm moving it up to challenging is because there's a like. But here's my counter. Here's my counter to this. My counter to this is the best way to farm purple Pikmin, is to go down to sub-level 4. The subterranean complex sub-level 8 propaganda that people have been telling you is like objectively wrong. Again, I'll have to record my full Pikmin 2 speedrun. I'll have to do that sometime. But I think I only do it once in my run. I think I only do it once to get more there. Maybe I don't do it at all. I can't remember. But the fact that there's two violet I mean, one of them doesn't spawn on time, but the fact that there could be two violet candy pop buds, and there could be a glint beetle, that's only after you did it a second time because it drops the crystal cane. I think challenging's fair. Sub-level 5. Honestly, half the time where the sprout spawns, it isn't even by the orange bulborb, so I think it's fair. Yeah, it's fair. It's fair, right? Sub-level 6 has boulders and orange bulborbs and fire. And there's buried treasure on this floor, too. I think it's fair to put it here. Bulblack's fight is yeah. Let's go in a joke. Let's go in a joke because even if you don't, the only issue with this floor is if you do not kill the Emperor right when he wakes up. Because believe it or not, in Pikmin 2, when the Emperor is walking around, it is very scary to fight. But if you kill it when it first comes out, which generally speaking you do, you know, he goes down and it's all hunky dory. Yeah. It's a little joke. Sublevel 1 of Snagret Hole has an orange bulborb and some male sheer grubs. I'll put it here. Sublevel 2 of Snagret Hole. I think it deserves to go there too. And the reason why I'm gonna put it there is the chrysanthemums could be a pain in the arse if you're new to Pikmin. Which again, I'm saying that you know how the game works, but you're not like a speedrunner. Like this will be like 13 or 14-year-old me playing Pikmin 2. That's a very good ranking. Not where I am now, but not a complete blind person that has no idea what they're doing. All right. Sublevel 3 Snagret Hole. Honestly, this one's not that bad either. Because the Snagrets spawn on like the opposite side of the map. They really don't have to worry about. Plus, there is both a violet and ivory candy pot bud here too. Will that really change the ranking? I think it's just something to throw out there. I think it's ready to go there. Sublevel 4. Sublevel 4 is Sublevel 4, Sublevel 5 the one that drops the. I think Sublevel 4 that drops the one with the cannon beetle. And then Sublevel 5's, yeah, Sublevel 5's the one with the antenna beetle. Oh. I get to put it here because again, even besides the one that jump scares you, uh, yeah, that can be annoying. All right, Sublevel 5. Honestly, I'm putting that down a piece of cake. There's what's even here. There's orange. You know, just for funny, I am gonna fact check myself. Pikmin Wiki. Games, Pikmin 2. Where's the caves? See cave, yes. Pikmin 2, Pikmin 2, Snagret Hole. What are we on? Sublevel 5. Wow, I didn't even need to do that. I'm literally right about this because I've had this game so many times. There's only one antenna beetle and 7 orange bulborbs, and I guess there's. Oh, but I guess they're getting in tights, but they come from eggs, so it doesn't really count because it's just RNG. So that's going a piece of cake. All right, moving on to sublevel 6. So part of me wants to put it in hard, and the reason I want to put it in hard is if you don't have enough Pikmin to bring back the treasures. That has happened to me in Yellow Edition, believe it or not. I didn't have enough Bulbmin, so I had to reset like a crap ton of times to get a layout where the yogurt lid, whatever it's called, was not by water. However, the reason why I'm kind of actually going against that is there was 3 lapis lazuli candy pot buds and a queen candy pot bud. So even if you have 0 blue Pikmin, because I'm assuming you're going in there with them unlocked, because I think you could. Can you? Aren't there a blue Pikmin? I think you can, but you have to get like an insanely good layout, particularly on this sublevel. So I'm assuming you do have blues. But I'll put it in challenging. Two Snagrets and a Nintendo Beetle. You don't know which one it has. I think that's gonna put it in challenging. Pillion and Snagret fight. Genuinely not that bad. I'm gonna put it here because it can drag out and is annoying, but just have like 15 yellows and just start wailing on them, and you're good. Alright, what's next? This is Shower Room. Alright. Shower Room Level 1. Genuinely, my strategy for the sub level, go get the. It's like the juice squeezer. It's juice squeezer. Go just get your 20 yellow Pikmin because, 20, 20, 20. That's what I'm assuming you're going to do. Put the 20 yellow Pikmin on it. There is Wally Hops there. And the Wally Hops can be annoying. But, just making sure I'm citing my sources. Oh yeah. So it weighs 20. There are two Wally Hops. One of them only spawns in an alcove, I believe. And if the other one spawns far enough away, there also is two Water Bill Hugs, but like, wow, you exist. To quote Baldy Baltimore. Where did I put it? Oh yeah, I'll put it there. I'll put it there. That's fair. So level 2, I think it's also going there. And the reason why I'm gonna think it's gonna be going there is because there's poison and there's two. Oh, there's only one. Wow, I'm wrong about that. And there's one orange bulborb. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Pretty easy peasy lemon squeezy for that. So 3 is honestly more annoying than it is. There's 3 treasures on this floor, one of which is inside of a greater spotty jelly float, and there's 4 water dumples on this and a Wally Hop. I think that's. I think it's fair to put. I think it's fair to put most of the shower room here. I think that's honestly fair. Rest floor. It has the funny weed. Ha 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 ha. Even though it literally isn't weed, but whatever. That's like what Smash players know about. Like, wow, he smoked a joint. He's so cool. Even though I don't even play him. Anywho, okay. Sorry about that tangent. Let's get back to it. All right. So, this one could actually be a little overwhelming. There's a lot of stuff going on, and there's 3 treasures. You can also, if you don't have a blue Pikmin, if the can, whatever it is, spawns in the little, I don't know what it even is, drain, I guess? I'm doing a bad job of describing it, but if you play the game, you know what I mean. The drain, 20 blues, if you don't have enough for that, you can get screwed over. I genuinely think that it goes in challenging. I'm not putting it in hard, but I think it's going to put challenging. Some level 6. If it has a doodle bug, I think it should go down a lot because it gives you 4 free bitter sprays. 2 if you're not doing that super duper easy exploit. But oh, there's only 1 volatile Duval? I thought there was like 3, but okay. There, just better wording. Oh, I'm gonna move it down there because I find the layouts are usually really good to me. Maybe it's just me. Oh, and there's a doodle bug. Ranging Bloister should honestly go in joke, but I'm gonna put it here because if you do have 1 captain, it is very. Oh wait, submerged castle time. Sub level 1. Honestly, hard. I think pretty much all of these are very difficult. Some of them in particular, the fiery Bulblax could, depending on where he spawns, could, if he doesn't spawn near water, which he usually doesn't, but to be fair, there have been cases where he does, and there's only like tiny patches of water around the sublevel, and you have to bait them in and usually use a bitter for it. But yeah, that goes in hard. Sublevel 2, I'm gonna put that in challenging. There's only what? There's 3 treasures on this. One of them two of them spawn the opposite end of the map. One of them spawns the Bulbman, which the Bulbman could spawn wherever it wants to. Oh, but the fiery Dweevil, hold on, the fiery Dweevil can actually screw you up pretty badly if you're not paying attention, so I think it goes in hard. Same with level 3. Same with level 3. I generally think that having all of these electrical wires, even with the Bulbman, is still very challenging. Even with the Bulbman, I think it's pretty challenging. I think it's fair for it to go in hard. And the Anode Beetles, and the Electrical Dweevils, which, Anode Dweevil, wow, I am a failure as a Pikmin fan, forget the name of it. Sublevel 4? Sublevel 4, it can honestly box you in. But for some reason, I want to say it's the easiest of the Source Castle, besides the Wraith, which is a joke, honestly. But I think it's fair to call it the easy. I'll put it in hard. And you go to joke because the Wraith, I guess, can kill Pikmin, but you can usually 1 or 2 cycle him pretty easily. Even if your numbers are like 20 Pikmin, you could be pretty easily 2 cycle him. Alright, is this Frontier Cavern or Subterranean? This is Subterranean Complex. Sublevel 1. It has poison emitter. I'm gonna start calling that. That's the Pikmin Wiki calls. I'm just using this to make sure my facts are right. Although I'm 100%, I'm 99.9% sure that my facts are right for the first one. Yeah, there's only. Honestly, this should go in piece of cake. That's fair. So will 2 ever? Honestly, I don't think it's that bad because the white Pikmin will usually outrun the bomb rocks. I'm being honest. The white Pikmin will honestly outrun the bomb rocks. 2020. That's what I'm assuming the player is doing. I'm assuming that the player is bringing, not for this cave actually. I'm assuming they're doing like 30 purples, 20 whites, and then like 20 reds and 20 yellows. I think that's a fair assumption to make. You bring back the first treasure, and then for the cog, you put 10 whites and purple on it, and if you're just helicoptering your Pikmin, that should be good to go. Yeah, that's fair. All right. So level 3. Is it going challenging? I don't know where to put this, to be honest. There's only threats is fire and 3. Oh, only one of them's buried. Go and loosen Pikmin. Rest sublevel. Do not need to explain. Although we get okay. This one's pretty infamous, the Pikmin community. I genuinely do not think it is that bad. If you take, especially to add insult to injury, you have, even if you only have like 10 whites, you're gonna have 25 whites, and that's enough to get both the nut and the mystical disc. That's enough to get them both. And if you have one captain, you're just making sure there's a volatile dual survive, it is genuinely not that bad. I'm just saying. Half of the complaints about this game is just people complaining about the game being difficult because they brought like the purple Pikmin out instead. I'm just saying. I will still put it here, but I don't think it goes challenging. I don't think it goes challenging. Still 6. Half the time, the boat, like, it's weird. It spawns, like, right next to the ship. And then it's happened, like, on both GameCube, Wii, and I find the Switch version, too. The Switch version, like, is really weird generation, but, like, that's a topic for another video. That's a topic for another video. But, oh, it does have to okay. I think it's fair to put that there. Sublevel 7, however, again, I don't think it's like that bad. I think I will put it here. But the fact that you only have one Dirigibug, one Groink, which is, you know, on the pedestal, which you can pretty easily get with any Pikmin type, and one Groink that is walking around that you could either throw into the abyss or use bomb rocks or bait. I don't think it's that bad. However, yeah, to be gameplay around there. Easy, man at legs. Or again, if you are, I'm not trying to sound like a prick, but if you're not stupid at Pikmin 2 and you don't bring all 100 of your Pikmin to fight the man at legs, which actually you can one cycle him in Pikmin 2, but like I'm assuming you're not doing that. I'll put it there. That's fair. Frontier Caverns level 1 is, of every single sublevel in the entire game, the one that I want to put in easy. And the reason why I actually kind of consider this to be a rest sublevel is because there are 3 doodle bugs giving you 6 bitter sprays, 12 if you use the double thing, which I'm assuming you do because I could do that when I was like 12 years old, so you probably can too. Honestly, it goes in joke. Someone's gonna yell because I posted this on Instagram too. Someone's like, "Oh, this level is very difficult." Like, you get like that's the equivalent that some people do, like just farm bitter sprays of Pikmin 2, which, you know, sure you want to go grind Tartarus and get all your party members to level 99. Cool, and then complain about the game's broken. But anywho, you get so much bitter texture for this very quickly. Yeah, easy peasy. Frontier Caverns level 2 again. This one's not that bad either. There's 2 decorated cannon beetles, which you could use to kill out enemies or itself very easily. And there's only 1 hairy billboard, which you could pretty easily one cycle, even without purples. So I'll put that in piece of cake. Ooh. I think this goes in challenging because it's both Bulbman and a ball bear hunting you down. And fire, and I believe there's electricity, right? There is electricity. Like I'm in the Pikmin Wiki, just fact check myself. Gotta cite your sources, you know. Alright, sub-level 4? Honestly, half the time the generation for... I'll put it here. I'll hold it there because I'm not doing this off of how I feel. I'm doing this. If I did this how I feel, like pretty much every single one would be in these 2 tiers, these 3 tiers. Rest sub-level that actually gives you something good. I don't know where to rank this one because you can get waterlocked. Getting waterlocked in Pikmin 2 like sucks. Like, just absolutely sucks. Wait a minute. Did they forget? Oh, whoa. They forgot to sublevel this person, Neo. I don't know how to say that name, but they forgot. So, wait. They forgot sublevel 7. They forgot sublevels. Yeah, there's 8 sublevels, and there's only. Okay, weird. Alright. Alright, anywho, sublevel 6. I'll put it there. I would break it hard, but the fact that you get Bulbman here and the decorated cannon, they can kill themselves. So, pretty easy stuff. Pretty easy stuff. And then, this Emperor's Fight will probably go in likely lose pick. Probably challenging. Empress could be challenging. Yeah. And now we only have Wistful Wild Caves yet left. Which some will actually shoot up to be there. Where did I put... Oh, yeah, that's challenging's fair. Challenging's fair. Alright. Camera Chaos, level 1. Again. Oh, I forgot to mention... hold on. Wait, I'm zooming all over the place. Hold on. Give me a second. Yeah, my videos. I apologize. It's just being rambling. Talking about Pikmin 2 caves. So level 7 will probably go in... I think I wanted to put that in challenging, but it's not there for some reason, so... Yeah, right. Camera cast to level 1 time, maybe. Where did I already put it on there here? Did I already rank it? Did I already rank? Hold on. Okay, look for that later. Alright, sublevel 2. Honestly, this sublevel is a pain. I just get reds and use 3 bitters. Oh, hard's fair. Challenging is fair for this one too. Challenging is most certainly fair for this one as well. Oh, there's sublevel 1. I'm just tripping. All right. Sublevel 1. I'll put it in challenging. Because you can get very overwhelmed very quickly on sublevel 1. Same as level 3. Sublevel 4, Cavern of Chaos. It's weird to rank for multiple factors. There is the fact that there's a lot of water here, and you can potentially get waterlocked out of getting the treasure. However, there's both a Queen Candy Pot Bud and there is Bomb Rocks. So, kind of balances itself out if you ask me. I'll put it in challenging. Rest sublevel. So 6. I'll put it mostly losing Pikmin. Sublevel 7. Like, I'm looking at the wiki right now, and like, what's here? There's 5 Blowhogs, 3 Withering, 2 Puffy, and Burrow-nuts and Poison. And this is like a late game. I mean, it's annoying, I guess, but it's not very threatening. The Burrow-nut can only kill 1 Pikmin at a time. I've put in this a piece of cake. I don't care that my Instagram comment section is, oh, how dare you wait? I don't care. Sublevel 8 is an interesting one to rank. The Groinks, depending on the Groinks spawn, the Groinks can really mess you up and jump you. However, you can bait the Groink into just shooting at the wall over and over and over again. Put it here. That's fair. Oh, this level is like Cavern of Chaos level 9 is like the easiest sublevel in the entire game because first of all, there's only the only threat is 2 Jirichi bugs and I guess 5 poison emitters, as the wiki likes to call them. Uh, just get usually one of the treasure spots right next to base. Go across the map, get 20 whites. The whites will dodge the bombs, and then the easy, easy, easy. Uh, Crobster fight level 10. I'll put it here. When the Crobster's in the box, when the crab is in the box, that's not that bad. When the crab is outside of the box, it is a nightmare. But when he's in the box, it's all hunky dory. All right, next is Hole of Heroes. I might delete Pikmin 2 Kaizo here, because it's not Pikmin 2 Kaizo. I'll put it there. Because something where the treasure spawns can be annoying. Level 2 can go. Level 2 can go in challenging. Challenging is fair for level 2. As there's electricity beetles, snitch bugs, Jirichi bugs, and bombs, and the fact that there's bomb marks that come behind the gate and if you're not paying attention, so yeah, that's fair. So level 3 only has a threat. Oh, actually, the blocks gonna be behind the gate, and that could be a real pain in the arse. So I'll put it here. Level 4 as well will probably go here as well. There's 2 Snagrets affiliated and a burrowing. Every single time I fight the Snagret, I never trigger the burrowing, only the pileated. Yeah. This is a rest floor. Skip. Sublevel 6 could be a pain. I think it's fair to give this one hard. However, as the picture says, if the peanut butter spawns there, it is a piece of cake. If it doesn't, it's annoying. There are candy pop buds on this floor, so I think it's fair to put that in hard. Sublevel 7? Sublevel 7 could... I'll put that in challenging. I should fight the Bloister with 4 beetles. Yeah, that's fair. So level 8 is rest. Sublevel 9. This is the Funny Dash Reviews punching video. Peak sublevel. I'll put it in challenging. Sublevel 10, but I'll put it here because the Emperor and the Mid-Tights, annoying. Sublevel, sorry, just rambling, just, whatever. The second fight, the third Emperor's fight is genuinely pretty challenging. Especially to Deathless, but it is pretty challenging. Another rest sublevel man at legs and water will go in challenge. I'll put it in hard actually, because if you don't have enough blues or Bulbman, you can lose the gyro block. Because it is very hard to bait him out. Oh, Beatty can spawn in the water. I'll put it here. Ranging. I'll put ranging there. Right. Next is the Dream Den, final cave for me to discuss in this 45-minute long video. Sub-level 1. Just crap ton of Dwarf Orange Borbs, and put 20 Pikmin on the Kiwi, and you'll probably be okay. I'll put it there. Sub-level 2... I'll put it here. I'll put it there. Sub-level 3 goes in challenging. Although if depending on where the dwarfs spawn, the dwarfs start going crazy when the big bulber's about to spawn. So honestly, you can tell but yeah, changing up to a board can be challenging. Ooh, this one goes in hard. That's fair. Put so level 4 in hard. So level 5. What is it? In the it's in the fireball box. Another challenging. So level 6. If you bait the jelly, I'll just put it here. So level 7 hard. Sub level 8 also goes at hard. I do not like that sub level. Oh, there goes someone with the lawnmower, of course. Sub level 9 is rest. Sub level 10 goes in hard as you do not get lapis lazuli candy pop buds. So hard is fair for that. Sub level 11. Sub level 11's not even that bad for like I'm putting it there. I don't care. Sub level 12. Sub level 12 goes there. Sub level 13 for it's just 6 bulborbs. That's it. Piece of cake. And Titan Dweevil fight. Titan Dweevil fight will probably go if you know the strat of yelling. I'll put it there. I'll put it there. What's this? This is rest. Alright, you can go there, I guess, and you can go there. Alright. There we go. I'm going to pick my 2 Kaizo's here because guess what? This is not Pikmin 2 Kaizo. This is not Pikmin 2 Kaizo. Pikmin 2 Kaizo is way worse than Pikmin 2. Anywho. This is my list. I think it's a pretty fair list for ranking every Pikmin 2 sub based on a beginner player. Not beginner, but someone who knows what they're doing, but it's not a speedrunner. Well, yeah. Thank you all so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. The Instagram, Discord in the description. And yeah. Check it out. If you have any rebel, oh, Mr. Pikmin, sub level 15 of Hall of Heroes, leave it in the comments. I'll glad to discuss, but show your credentials. So, well, have a rest of your day in peace.